Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the channel today, and we're back on our F1 23 series for another episode here in Japan today, as we're going to be doing the Japanese Grand Prix in the full wet conditions by the looks of it, so that's going to be fun. I am sorry about the lack of uploads recently. I should be able to get a few more out in the next week or so, and the Microsoft Flight Sim stream will return on the Monday next week. I also like to thank you for the support on my recent trip report video from Faro, as they always seem to get quite a lot of support, so I appreciate that. But let's get into the race today. Yeah, very wet. I think full wet condition. Oh, for God's sake.
But it's now back where it belongs, at the heart of the Formula One season. Welcome along to the Japanese Grand Prix. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at a wet and windy Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and
It's a bit long, this track.
Here, with sector 1 likely to prove especially difficult in these conditions. We should see overtaking into turns 1 and 16 today. Maybe a few Kobayashi-style dives into the hairpin as well.
Right, let's take a look at the grid. I don't think we had the greatest qualifying, but we'll see. We're not in the top two. We're not even, the car's getting worse. We're below Haas now in the development. We're not in the top 10. Are we? Oh, we're actually superbly. There we are, P13. Strolling 18. Right, let's get this underway. I can't be bothered doing anymore. Come on, full wet conditions, not bothered. We're about to absolutely school the field as we get underway here in Japan. Decent start for the line. Hopefully try and keep the position at least, but we do have Joe moving to the outside, but can we maybe try and get past Russell on the outside? He'll try and drag us out wide, and that will cause us to stop, and we will lose the position to Joe. I thought I was going to hit Russell there, so that's why I broke so suddenly. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Where's Stroll? I don't know. Probably still where he is. He's worst teammate ever. Under the bridge we go. As Russell is on the inside of someone there, Gasly, by the looks of it. Let's try and hold position for now, not get any damage, and look to try and do some overtakes later on. Don't catch the tyre there, come on. Right, onto the straight now. God, this is gonna be a slow race in these conditions. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bit of a late break. Can we keep it on? We can keep it on. Can we go around the outside and back to the inside? On, Joe, come on, let's try and get ahead. It's wheel to wheel. We break in front, and we keep it. There we go. Position gain, back up to P13. Bit of a late break, not necessarily planned, but it ended up working quite well. So that's a very solid move on Joe. Let's work on catching back up to Russell now, who is being held up by the Alpines. He's one of the championship fighters, I think. Mercedes are in this are going to win it for some reason. Get past, I'm 1 second behind him. Purple sector 1, look at that. No idea where that came from. We need to brake a little bit earlier, I think, or else we're going to end up rear-ending someone. Right, shows about a second behind. We've got Russell about 700 ahead. So if we can try and close that gap on Russell with using a bit of the overtake. We'll go ahead and ask Mark for a weather update when it's suitable to do so. 1:46, yeah, the laps are getting faster.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. It's hard to say if Inter's all wet.
Whoa. Hard to say. We might come in and box soon, and it could. Are we going to do an inspired call or just play it safe? I'm not sure yet. We'll give it another lap. See what's happening. It does look like wet conditions for the minute, so we're going to stick on these for maybe a little bit longer because do I trust my team? No. They're probably paying me to come behind Stroll, which is not working because he's still always miles ahead of me, and we've gone late again on that same corner. Come on, we've got to try and push for the points. Get closer to that. What the hell? Who's holding absolutely everyone up? There's like a 100-second gap in front of that Haas. I think they might have an issue. Here's a bit of our overtake. We've still got lots of it. A little bit late on the braking, but not too bad. It's Perez ahead of Magnussen, I think. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know I'm absolutely brilliant at this game. Right. And now we'll ask for another weather report.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now. At least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
Okay, still not telling me brilliant stuff. Actually not that bad in the wet. We're performing pretty well to say how bad this car is at the minute. It is better than Joe's Alfa Romeo though, to be fair. Looks like Hamilton is still ahead, and for the 15th time we brake late there. One day we'll get that braking zone where we should be. Come on, let's catch up to Russell. Still the 1.5 second gap behind to Shinoda. There has literally been... Yeah, you've told me. And you've just distracted me as well. Can we get past Magnussen? He's holding all of us up. Whoa, deep there. Try and keep it on the racing line. Don't go through the grass. Come on, cat. Whoa.
I definitely think we need to stay on this tyre a bit longer, but there's no question the track's dry. We might be in a position to change soon.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Ahead, please.
But I have just ran it off the road.
Don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options.
What damage? I've got no damage. Is it something to do with me tyres? I don't know. Right, let's just... Right. Keep an eye on the... I'm not going to change my strategy. We're keeping going. And I need to actually watch what I'm doing. We just ran on the curb a little bit too much there, and I think that's where the damage originated from. Hulkenberg pits. I'm not sure if that's an inter-swap. If it is... No, I think he's just pitting, to be honest. I think he was the one who was holding it. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Albon spins out the race.
Okay, caution.
Safety car.
Safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
What's happening? I'm not doing anything. There's nothing wrong. Right, VSC has ended. We'll carry on. I'm not crashing. Stop saying I'm doing something wrong. Stop making me want to pit. I don't think Albon's out actually. I think he just span out. So it gains us up. Russell now is the point, so we can see the points. Yeah, I think that's Albon at the back there behind his teammate, and then Magnussen behind that.
Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Alright, that's changed.
Start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Right, if we're not going to switch to inters, he's probably going to be on the next lap, so we either do it now or don't do it.
Here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.9 seconds.
Whoa, late break. Keep it on the road. Come on, keep going. Russell's that 2-second gap ahead. It has grown that significantly, as Joey's now a lot closer to us as well. Alright, just keep trying to nail the braking zones, cut into that gap to Russell, which we are not doing at the minute, but he's cutting to that one of Gasly, so it's not necessarily all us. Let's use a bit more of that overtake. There's some good cornerstry there. We've gained a bit of time. Piastri pits for Inters.
Piastri's stopping now. Okay,
there's the call. He's made it.
3.9 seconds.
And he's the only one who has. I think it's getting a bit too late in the race to risk it now, so we're going to stay on wets to see out the rest of the race. But we are now in the points. I don't know if we'll be able to keep it if Piastri's call pays off. we will be back down in 11th. But we're in the points now. Let's try and bring a few home this weekend. Well, it will be one, but it's still a point. Stroll is not in the points.
Gap to your teammate behind is 3.8 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in 15th. Your last lap time was 1 minute.
15th Stroll, so he's gained a few places. Is that Piastri already? Oh, we have cooked if that's Piastri. He's right on Albon's tail already. Thanks, Mark. Mark is keeping me updated, to be fair. He's kind of actually doing his job well. We aren't really gaining on Russell, to be honest. We've got to try and start using a bit more of that overtake. We're still on 90%.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Yeah, cheers. That happened last lap. Like you were trying to tell me I had damage when I just didn't. Try and get through the S's solidly. Good turn there. Joey's 2 seconds behind, so is Russell now. So we have increased the gap on Joe, but Russell is a bit of a superior driver. And in pretty much, I think it might be it's not as good as the Red Bull, but not quite. It's like really close. The second best car on the grid is the Mercedes.
We're seeing a lot less spray at this point, and opinion here on the pit wall is that we'll probably be okay on the intermediates.
They're saying intermediates.
Okay, we'll fit inters on your next.
Well, I just didn't put anything. We're staying on wets for now. I'm not going in with 4 laps to go. And this is probably my last chance to make that decision, and we're not going to make it.
Use overtake, use overtake.
There's no one else pits again. Piastri is slowly beginning to catch up. He's just on the tail of Sargent now, I think. As we're trying just our best to keep up with Russell. We are actually doing a decent drive here, but we're just not really looking any closer to him. We're definitely creating a gap behind, but...
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds.
.3 seconds, that has dropped a bit as we have 3 laps to go. Okay, thank you. Well, you said go for a 1 stop. Well, a no stop. I don't know why.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Piastri should get past Sargent on that bit there. Another lap, 2 to go now.
Pace is strong,
3 seconds.
Thank you. Oh, he might be up is he up? I can't. I don't think he's up a place, actually. I think he's still 15th, as we have gone very poor through there. I'm definitely feeling that grip he was on about now, as we've lost a big chunk out to both behind and in front there. No, his grip is fully gone here. We've just got to try and keep the last points place. I'm sorry if this has been a slightly boring race, but I feel like you can be entertained by my absolutely amazing commentary. Piastri's still stuck behind Sargent by the looks of things, which probably proves the Inters was not the good call. We'll have a look at the situation of the tyres. They are getting very worn out a bit now. Temperatures are very high. Brake temperature won't like me there. As we finish another lap, penultimate lap of the race now, with 2 second gap either side. We hopefully can bring it home here in the last points place to bring home another point for Aston. As the car is beginning to decline, the more points you can get is just, that's fine. I think that 6th place in Imola will go ahead to be our highest finish of our first rookie season, but anything can happen, and I'm looking forward to the next year and seeing what happens there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
He's gaining Joe, and that is concerning me. And we have gone very wide. That gap is 2 seconds. Can we hold on to it? Hamilton seems to be running away with this one, which is not something that has at all been said in the 2024 season, and was definitely not said in the 23 either. Look at this Alpine 7/8. It's realistic now. They get a double podium in Sao Paulo.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.7 seconds.
Right, this is where we can use that saved overtake now on this last lap of the race.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Three-second gap. We should be able to hold off Joe. Oh, that's not as we say that. Oh, the grip is not nice.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
No, 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 no. Keep it on the road. We're not fumbling. We are fumbling this. He's only 1 second behind us. Come on. Overtake into use. One and 8, 1.8 is the gap. That should see us cross the line. Hamilton wins here. supply used. Well, brilliant. And we're going to bring it home here in P10 in Japan. That will happily take her after our P13 start. P10, that is solid, just in the points. Drive the days off, Connor. That's slightly. I don't know if that's true. Mercedes win.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations.
Yeah, they're always celebrating these. Like, they always win. They don't have to suffer like me.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects
literally everyone went up a place.
Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver?
He finally got past Sargent.
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Still down in 10th. That extra point will push us up a tiny bit, as we'll probably finish this season on 10th. Constructors, maybe we could have a go at Alpine, but after that today, it's probably undoable, and that's probably our season pretty much done. But there will be obviously a few more for the races towards the end of the season. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching this F1 video today, and I do appreciate your support as always. And I hope to see you in the next video or stream, whenever it is. And have a nice day, and goodbye.